evening, friends and neighbors. Or shall I say this afternoon?
Hello and welcome back to the Daily Listener here on News Tower. I'm your host, longtime listener. Be sure to drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and comment below. Between episodes, I went ahead and did not only a floor expansion, as you'll notice by my dwindling funds, but also some pretty significant renovations. So we removed our typesetting desks and installed typesetting machines. So now basically 3 of these is the equivalent of 4.5 typesetting tables. So we've got increased capacity there with reduced headcount. I also left some room right here that I'm thinking eventually I will add a dumbwaiter from here to this floor, kind of hoping that that speeds up the process of loading paper. Now, what I might eventually do is even more renovations to these 2 floors to move this up here and move the output module over if I can. And what that might let me do is bring the dumbwaiter to this floor where the actual input module is, assuming that that's more efficient. So that's kind of long-term plans. Oh my gosh, seriously. Now, up here, what you will notice is on this floor, we have a dark room. So we redid the photography. So we moved the dark room over here. Then this is the processor. This is the chemical engraver. And then I put a print assembly here because I think my hiccup with photography is that when it got done, they were having to take it all the way down here to these folks and losing a lot of time in that process. So now it can just go there. It doesn't need to go to like typesetting or whatever. Oh my gosh, what is going on? My laptop reset overnight, so it's still in the process of kind of rebooting apparently. Anyway, we have a lot of open space on this floor. We have photography, illustration, and cartography up here because I don't think they need to be next to the floor where they're actually going to process photography. The one other thing that I might do is add back another photographer if we need that for just the process of going to get a second photograph during the course of the week. But you can see here, we have a ton of open space, and it's basically because I completely eliminated this chain on the one floor. Like, it's just gone. So now we have a lot of space here, a lot of space here, and this person is just a resupply desk. Here we have a repair person, and I put in this like bandsaw or whatever and some things that will improve their capacity. There's basically the rest of the utility folks. Here's where we got baseball. I think this is that's the sales desk. This is my lawyer. Somewhere up here. Okay, that's the type editing, and there's the obituary. We added another reporter, I believe. And I added another European telegrapher. So there's that. And then I did some things to try and make some people more efficient like that. Got that in there. So we have a little bit of more space. I'm just not quite sure how our pneumatic tube situation is now that I've redone a lot of stuff. Like here, when someone comes back, hypothetically, they can shoot a photograph up to this tube. And then this one, where does this even go? That's up there by the illustrator and cartographer. So I think the thought process there was that they could, once they're done with their photography or their illustration, they could shoot it straight to the darkroom. But I don't think it actually needs to go there. So I don't even know if that gets used. But it's there in case there's some kind of use case for it. It's also there in case the photographer doesn't use this tube and they come all the way up here to their desk. they could then just pop it in there and shoot it down, which would be silly for them to pass this on the way up. Now, the other thing that I have that I don't think there's any use case for is this. Although this tube would take it from typesetting straight up here to assembly so that they don't have to go up the steps. You know, once they're done, they just bring it here and shoot it up. But anyway, so there you go. We've got a lot of open space still. If we need to expand, there's room there. There's a little bit of room there. There's tons of room there. Tons of room there. A little bit of room here and here. So all good things. And now we kind of need to get after it. When we look at the hiring desk, I don't have any rerolls left because I had to use them to find employees for the things that we've got. And now if we look at discomfort and really kind of zoom in, there's a little bit of temperature discomfort here, but there's really not much I can do about it because I can't fit a big fan in there. I've got as many vents as we can possibly fit. There's a little bit of noise discomfort there and there, but there's, like I said, there's nothing I can really do about it at this point. And that's the only, well, here there's noise, so why don't we go into comfort, noise, and go like that. Now that's no problem. Trash, I'm really not sure why there's trash piling up over here. It's probably old. I'll put that there for now just to get rid of that, and then if I ever put a desk there, I can just drag the trash can over, or even just leave it where it is. It's probably fine. So I think we are ready to go. We're looking for hopeful and educational. And for all the combos there, we'll get cash and or influence. We only need one scoop. So hopeful and educational are kind of what we're looking for. Here's hopeful. So that's nice right off the bat. We're going to put Myrtle there and Dawn there, and now that should unlock this, and I can put Adam on that. Heck yeah. So that was nice and quick for a 3-leg research piece. And then this one, 10 hours until we can do the bribe and get that last piece there. So, off to a good start. Lots between episodes in terms of that big time renovation. Here's educational, so we definitely want this. We're going to go Earl here. What is this one? For every reporter that is working simultaneously, 6 hours get subtracted from this reporter's reporting time. So that's pretty good. It goes from 18 to 12 since he's working on that. So that's actually going to get done relatively quickly. There's hopeful. So we're going to put Nils on that. And then in 5 hours, we'll have to research this and do a bribe. Or maybe do a bribe. I think I can circumvent it by going this way, which I think is going to be my plan. All right, sports. Let's go Bill, I guess. It's a nice story. There's some risk involved out there. Can I even avoid outrage on a sports story? I mean, with Adam, yes, but I'd be waiting a while for that. And I don't know that... Well, I could maybe put Nils on it. It's a pretty good piece. 2 bronze, a silver, and a gold. We do want this. So we'll put Scott there. When Nils is back, I've got to put him on the one that requires a little bit of luck. Here's our scoop. Alright, so crime, let's put Edward on it. Now, he didn't unlock that, but it's okay. We'll need somebody with luck up there. Who's that going to be? Probably Boris, I guess. So that's that. And now look at this. Simultaneous stories in Europe, which means we need more reporters. So, let's go ahead and do that. I know I can fit one right there, but who do I have that's even available? This person here, Tony. So, we're going to go like this. this. No, not that. I want a reporter desk right there. Grab that trash can and move it there. And now Tony Farmelo, which is a pretty awesome name, is going to go right there. So politics. So let's go to my reporting accessories, and I want politics. I want what else? Entertainment and economy. So entertainment, I can go like that. Go like that. And for economy, I can go like that, and that's all I'm going to be able to fit because I don't have room on his desk for more. Can I put this like on the floor? No. That's okay. Now, do I want to hire either of these two, knowing that they wouldn't be able to, they'd only be able to report on 2 stories? It's luck and a couple of categories, so just for this week, I think I'm actually going to do that. So let's go like this. And where do we want you? I guess maybe right here for now. Look at all the sports bonuses he gets already. So I need to go ahead and hire. He doesn't do sports, so that's useless. Society and politics. Society, politics. I can get the globe on his desk, and can I fit? I can fit a solar system map if I go like this, I think. No, I can't. Rats. Is there anywhere else I can fit? I go like that and get the solar system poster above it? Heck yeah. Alright. So now we're kind of maxed out on reporters. I don't think there's any reason for me to hire this guy when he could only do economy. We'd have to be pretty desperate for that. So now, as I go back to this story, I actually have Anthony, who we just hired, at least available to start this for us. So we're going to go like that. I'm going to come all the way down and pop him on that. Making progress. No, not on that one. This one. So I don't know if I need. I think I need to do both of these. So just to find out for sure, I guess I could go ahead and just do the bribe. Because if it unlocks the last leg on its own, I mean, I would still need to research both pieces. I think that's going to get this done. 160. Yep. Pretty sure I need to do both of those to get to this. I could be wrong, but see how that unlocks that? Maybe I didn't need to do that, but it's okay. Let's get Tony on the beat. And then Bill on that one. I'm not in a massive hurry to get that story. It does have the hopeful tag, which I want. But we're spread pretty thin right now. We'll do Tatiana on that. I'm going to try and grab as many stories as I can early in the week. I got the scoop that I need. I'm not going to, like, fight too hard to force the story tag combos that I need or want this week. I think that should do it. 250. Still creeping forward. Oh yeah, we got it. Italy invades Ethiopia. That's no good. Politics. I guess it's Boris. He's the only one I've got available. So that's that. Let's take a second and look at what all's going on here. So I need to pull Earl. I'm not super worried about lawsuits. It's just cash, and hopefully... Oh, look, we dodged it anyway, so heck yeah. That's awesome. Now, I'm going to wait until Nils is back. He should... Yeah, I was going to say, it should be any second. Alright, so no protesters either. That's welcome news. Now, let's just look at stuff here. So we're good there. We are good there. 3 hours, and then we'll finish that. That's the one I just did. 26 minutes. Let's just get to the end of that. And now let's put Myrtle here. Actually, let's put Myrtle there. But I need to start this other piece first. So hang on a second with that one. We're good there. We're good there. We're good there. And we're good there. So let's go back to this one. Because I want to be pretty careful to make sure I do this right. Okay, so Harriet is now available. I'm going to put her right there. And now that she's on that, we've got the scoop, and I could put Myrtle on this. And we got lucky again. So that's all hunky-dory. Moving on. We made progress here. Earl will finish that story. We're doing good. Okay. We are gonna put Dawn on this. He'll unlock the next leg, and Peter will finish that off. I think educational and hopeful. Yeah, that's a good story for us. Let's do this. Edward, come on, unlock it. My man! So now, it's early Tuesday. Let's try to remember to see if we get this done. I kind of want to keep an eye on that photography and watch it come back and go through the process. So I sort of want to slow play this. We actually want to go this route here. The only two I have available are these two. But I just need to wait it out and get to that one in a minute. Which one was it? This one. So I gotta keep an eye on that story. Because I want to see when Emilio comes back, what happens with that picture. It's long overdue us trying to really figure out that system. Let's just put Anthony on this. I don't really... Actually, you know what? Do Frederick. Who cares? It's not a very big story, so I'm not real concerned with it. Here we got educational, so we definitely want this. Let's put Myrtle there, and then I guess Bill on that. Okay, now we want to go this way, and Anthony it is. It's going to take him a little while, but I think we have time to get that story ready. Another economy piece, another educational economy piece. Why don't we try Edward? And heck yeah, he's getting her done for me this week. We'll put Earl there. Okay. Economy... Nils is not available. He's almost available, but that doesn't count. We'll put Henrietta there. She didn't unlock this, so it's going to take a little bit for her to get through that, but that's okay. Alright. Pretty good little European piece here. Let's go like this. And I guess Harriet. Have anyone else? Oh, wait. Here comes the picture. So, there he goes. Hang on. Let's go Dawn and Tatiana to speed that up. Now, where is my photography dude? He shouldn't really go anywhere outside of my view right here. Okay, so he's coming right there. And is he putting it into the pneumatic tube, which should bring it right there. And now this is my darkroom technician. No, it's not either. Where's my darkroom technician? That's the processor. Angelica is... Okay, so is it going to that tube? Yes. So let's see if she gets it. Looks like it. So that process is working. In the meantime, let's just double check everything's going well here, because I don't want to get totally distracted by that. Alright, so waiting there. Good there. Good there. Good there. Good there. We should get another European story any minute. We're good there. Okay, so she goes and gets the picture. Goes back to the darkroom and is working on that. So we've got a minute before we need to watch anything else. The rest should be her take it there, she takes it there, he takes it there, and that's it. And that's exactly how I want that to happen, because that's pretty much as fast as we can do that. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we want to do this. So let's get there, and then I've got Adam, and I guess Scott Bajanski. Call me the badge. Here's my press badge. Scott Bajanski. Alright, so we kind of... I sort of want to watch this, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay, so we've got choices here. We can go this way and make it easy. We can go this way and risk compromise, but there's a silver educational tag there, and this is just the better story. Boris should be able to do this and avoid... We got a spot. That hurts. But it's okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Alright, so I think everything on the reporting, process is working well. So she's done. And now here comes the processor to get the picture. Something just dinged. So we got a lot of stuff done there, which is nice. Next leg here, I guess Tony, since we... Well, I've got Nils. That's who we want there. Alright, so the photo processor went to the darkroom to get the picture. U.S.-Canada trade agreement signed. So, United States and Canada have officially signed a reciprocal trade agreement aimed at boosting economic ties between the two nations. This landmark agreement is expected to enhance trade relations and promote mutual benefits. Speaking of benefits, maybe we should send a reporter to Washington. So, we got big news in the nation's capital, and we have nobody available to report on it except Tone here, who's terrible. So we'll just put him there. We got a couple people that should be available any minute. So, the photo processor went and got the picture and is bringing it back to do their thing. We got so much going on right now. Myrtle. I want to save people that can do economy for that story, because it's all economy. So, Myrtle can go... either one here, huh? Why don't we do Dawn? Actually, let's put Frederick on it here. He's not super valuable, and I won't tie up a valuable asset. Here, I kind of need to do Dawn, because I don't want to take Earl off of the baseball results desk. Even though it's November. Politics. Hasn't been a lot of politics this week. I can send Peter. So let's do that. And now, coming back to the nation's capital. Edward's available. Let's put him on the long one here. And then somebody else should be available any minute. There's Bill. Let's just put Bill on it. So that one, they're all going to be done around the same time. Another piece over here for economy that I just need a reporter available. There's Earl Skadoosh. Alright, so that was that one. That one's good. That one's good. Waiting on that one. I know we're good on the Hot Topic story. Almost done with part of that one. So let's go like this and just wait a second. Now we need to do a bribe here. Basically buying influence and a little bit of extra cash for the story, making it silver. Is that going to do it? Looks like it. For 10 more bucks, let's speed it up a little bit. Here's an extra 10 for you. Alright. Now, I don't have anyone available yet, but I will in a second, so let's go like... Come on. Come on. There's Harriet. Hang on a minute. What? Alright, so sports. I gotta take Earl off of the desk. Wait, no. There's a risk of boycott, so we're gonna wait for Adam there. Holy moly, there's a ton going on. Let's do the bribe and we'll put Myrtle on that. It's fine. That's a cheap bribe right there. 60 bucks. Is that gonna do it? 70 will do it. The extra 10 works every time. Come on. Do it. There we go. So now we can drop Myrtle right there. Another economy story. Don't have anyone available. So what's going on up here? Is Carrie done? Because it kind of looks like Carrie's done. Is it already over here? So it already went through there and through there? Am I seeing that right? Wait. Halftone. Okay, so she's picking it up and bringing it here. So what are they working on? So he brought it here. Now it's being engraved. Remember, that was like early Tuesday. Holy moly, it takes forever. So we just need them to be better at their job. We're giving them all the buffs that we can. So not much else we can do to influence that. So let's actually get back here because I know we're off track. Okay, Nils is available. He avoided any kind of boycott, so we're good there. We're good there. We're good there. Good there. Waiting. Good there. Good there. Good there. So here, I need a reporter. And it's gonna be Henrietta. That story's not gonna be ready this week, I don't think. Because she takes forever. I can try and prioritize it. See if we get it ready. But it's not a huge deal if we don't. Alright, are we good everywhere now? That one's good. That one's good. I feel like there was one more that we were waiting. Here we go. Let's do Tatiana. I think we're good on everything now. There wasn't anything over here, right? Yeah, pretty sure we're good. So the chemical engraver is almost done. So I need... Wait, why? Oh. I was like, why isn't this unlocked? Because this is a brand new story. So let's go. Elena. She's available. Adam. That's that. Okay, so economy is the hot topic. And we're almost done with Wait. Engraved photo sub-item. So that should end up just getting picked up and taken right there. Economy, we'll send the badge out there to do that. Wait. Where are you going with that? So he is sending it down here anyway. And that I don't want. Where did it go? I don't see anybody getting it. What did I miss? Or did it already get done? Like, what in blazes? I'm confused. Alright, I guess Dawn, he's the best at sports. I still haven't seen that photo pop up anywhere to get added. I guess I could try and find that story. Czechoslovakia arrests 28 German spies. Whoa, that's a lot of spies. Let's go Edward, and he is on fire this week. Bill can do the next leg. That's all we can do there. So what story was it that had the picture? Where are you at, picture? I thought it was economy. Yeah, okay, so right here. Assembler queued. Assembler queued. So it's just sitting somewhere. So there's so much assembly going on. I mean, look at this. He could have just taken it right there. Like, where is this person? Alexandra, where are you? That's not her. Like, is Alexandra coming all the way down here to get something? Like, where is Alexandra? Food and bathroom are there. So where else would she be going? Man, that's getting on my nerves. Okay, so I guess it doesn't really... I can put Myrtle here and it'll finish that. Because it cuts down the time that it would have taken. And it's like retroactive. So there are no more stories coming. I just kind of want to look for Angelica. Anybody see her? Is that her right there? Nope, that's Gertrude. Where the heck is Angelica? That's not her right there. Angelica is hiding somewhere. She's not doing her job. Like, this person didn't even know that she was there, apparently. I wonder, like, I don't think removing this wall is the solution to that. But I don't know what the solution to that is. I still... Where was it? This one here. It's still queued. So we just need more assembly. Is the bottom line. Which means what I might do is like move reporters up and put in a couple more print assembly down here and or type assembly, and that might print assembly. That might end what looks to be a bottleneck. I still have not seen that photograph pop up. Wait, is that it right there? Were they just on break? And that's why that was taken forever? Because that went all the way... Did she go all the way down here to get it and bring it back up? Because if it's now ready... No? Still queued. Let's watch her. She's going... I want to follow her. Yeah. I want to follow her. She goes to the... No, she's just standing here. Oh, she's waiting for the elevator. She's going... Did she go upstairs just to get coffee? Like, what is she doing in the elevator? She's coming down here to get the story. So, all she was getting was a text slug. So that's not even the photograph. Ah! Where is this photo? That doesn't make any sense, y'all. I wonder if I should just always prioritize... Wait, didn't I... Well, it's almost ready now. So somebody is processing it. Is it this person here? Which one was that? China Clipper makes history. So let's watch and see if they disappear at the same time. Yep, that was it right there. So it ended up coming all the way back down here anyway, and then sat there forever. So somehow this is not working. Because it should not take that long. But as we look at our storylines here, I mean, the vast majority of the ones that we grabbed this week did make it through. Photography, it did make it, although barely. So we still have some disconnect going on there. Okay, so unfortunately we have a spy. So several of our stories have the compromised tag, which is a bummer. We need to print the scoop, which is... where? Right there. So let's put it like page 2 as a secondary story, just to get it in there. What's our headline? Gold, 2 silver, 2 bronze is pretty good. Gold, 3 silver, and 2 bronze. I think that's a winner, winner, chicken dinner. Or was that? Right there. Boom. Alright, so politics, fame, European, insider, or forecast. So... I don't see a whole lot of those. This one has 2 of them. Why? Oh, it's not ready. Of course. This one has fame, but that's it. Jeez. I guess let's get it in there. Man, I'm not seeing the kind of combos that I was hoping for, obviously. Here's politics and European, and a pretty good story, at least, with the gold tag. I almost want that to be another headline, but at the moment, I almost want to just try and focus on now, just stay down the middle and make up for the cash that we're losing by not having a great week for stories. So we can put that one there. We get a combo or 2 and a pretty good headline piece that moves us back to the middle. Let's go crime. What are the ones that we want? Hopeful and educational. Let's just get that in there. Now on this page, let's look for those. So this one has educational. This one has educational. This one has educational and tags on all of them. So that's a good page right there. I need hopeful combos. So let's get this one in here. That's a pretty good story, and it has hopeful. Where else do we have hopeful? Right there. And right here. Boom. So that's that. Right? Here's another hopeful. Whoa, look how far left we are. Do we have something that'll move us back to the right? Let's do sports. And then we're going to do stats combo. And how about another good sports story here? With some pretty nice combos in there. Alright, do I have one more that moves us to the right? This crime one is decent. I have another couple of hopeful ones. Where was that other one? Right there. So, wait. Why do I not get another... Oh, I did. So, we're meeting all the objectives. We got a spy in here, which obviously is no bueno. I should probably try and get that photograph in there since I worked so hard for it, but it's not a really good piece. Where can I drop it that's not a big downgrade? So that's a combo, so I don't want to undo that. Those are all combos. I don't really want to undo that. I could maybe just throw it in here and see if it lifts our overall sales. So 814 to 815. It is an upgrade. Here's another educational one. Do I have somewhere I could put that and get that combo? It's not a huge deal. There, but I would be undoing a combo anyway. I don't think so. That might not have been the best overall grouping of stories that I could have done. However, 815,000 is going to be a new company record, and we need to load a ton of paper. And how about 28 quality, 23 tag combos, 5 hot topics. We do have some negative tags in there because of the spies, but that's okay. Alright, so let's just drag a crap load of paper up here. So this is going to take a minute. This is, to me, one of the most annoying things in the game. Is there's got to be a better way to bring paper up here. I mean, like, what were my resupply people doing all week? You know what I'm saying? But it's not the end of the world. It's just monotonous, and I wish that I could grab in bulk and move them up, but I get it. Alright, so now we're ready to go. We got that, we got that. Can't do anything about the spies. We're going to make pretty good money here. And November of what, 1935? In the books. Churchill warns of Nazi threat. 815,000 is a new company record. Over 25,000 in revenue this week alone. How do I change the price? I swear I've seen something that says that you can do that, but I have not identified exactly where that goes down. And then we also get some more cash, another 10 grand just for landing in the middle. So that is fantastic. Next week, we've got to move out to the sides and get away from lawsuits, which we should be able to do. Expenses, that's actually not up as much as I was expecting. And we had 5 people promote. Tatiana, Level 5, Edward 4 and 5, Boris 3, Dawn moves up a couple, Frederick moves up 1. Okay, now let's pick. Doesn't really matter. We're going to go to Wayne. We'll get that district. And then what's the mayor want? Print 3 stats or else he's going to be mad. We'll accept this. That means they'll probably feed us those things, which is fine. I just don't know where the sales price thing would even be. Wouldn't be Wall Street Banker. Is there like a salesy kind of related? Where would that even be? Trying to think of anything that makes sense with being able to adjust your sales price, your paper price. But I don't know. It's not a big deal. All right. Let's save. And we need to do some hiring. But first, we need to do some firing. So we had just hired Tony, who's really just not that good. I mean, that's not that good. Smell tolerant is useless to me. And we had also hired Anthony. So Tony and Anthony are both gone. Was Scott Bajanski one of them too? I think he was. He's not terrible. And given that I think I'm going to need to find 3 people here, let's not push it too much. So go to reporters. We're going to hire Hendel. So we're actually going to hire Sergey as well, just for now. We're going to put Hendel there, and now I'm going to go back and we are going to fire Scott. And now let's go back to hiring and re-roll. Eric, we'll get him at a discount, which isn't terrible. Here we go. I don't want that illustrator skill. Dang it. And nothing really there that is better than what we've got. So, we just hired Eric. He's already got all of the buffs that I need for him. So that worked out pretty well. That was Eric. Hendel. Where is... I should have done this one at a time. Who all did we hire? Hendel. Okay, so he's getting buffs. And then Edward. Eric. He's getting buffs. So that worked out really well. Alright. I think that means we're kind of ready to go. We still have a spy? That's stupid that they're stuck. How do I get rid of them? Like security guard. Find the spy and get rid of them. Can I find them and get rid of them? Like, who's this guy? Byron. Yeah. He's an employee. I don't remember him having that gold apron. Does that mean he's a senior? I don't think we're going to find the spy. It's okay, though. Let's go ahead and start moving here. I don't have any training, do I? Continental connector. Can I just get rid of it? Wait. Hang on. I want to put my, not Edward. Ernest. As soon as Ernest gets that story, I'm going to send him to training. Alright. There's the only scoop that we need. So we got that out of the way right off the bat. We are going to send Myrtle there. That unlocks that. Now, there's risk of a lawsuit, but I have to send somebody with undercover. And I don't have anyone. So we're not going to get that last leg. Oh, wait, whoa, I got Earl. So, and he dodged the lawsuit, too. Heck yeah, way to go, Earl. Okay, so we got the scoop that we need. That's awesome. And then what are we looking for? Stats. So here's one. And it's got photography, so I gotta really be careful here. Let's put Dawn there, unlock the next leg. Eric, the new guy, goes there. Actually, can Henrietta unlock that other leg? No. I can put Tatiana and speed them up, though. So let's do that. Yeah, we'll go for this. Let's go... I don't know that it matters too much. Oh, I gotta do that and do the bribe. Then we can get the next leg started. 275. Is that gonna do it? Looks like it. So 275. We got the bribe done, and now we'll put. Let's put Frederick on it. I don't think it matters too much. Economy, let's go with Nils. And now, remember I wanted to put what's-his-face on training. What was his name? Ernest Wagner. So Ernest, where are you at, dude? He's going to go to training. And now he will research foreign news faster, which is what we want. Now, we got some more stories. Let's fly over here. I want to save Harriet for that piece. So let's go with Edward here. He didn't unlock this, so we got to wait. We got another society piece here. I guess Sergey. That's going to take a while to do that story, which kind of stinks, but it is a pretty good story. Where's all the stats at? I need at least 3. So we kind of need to start thinking about that. We'll go with those 2 there. Economy and stats right there. That's what I'm talking about. So we'll put Bill there. And then we have to do that one. And that one, hypothetically. I don't need to do that, but I probably will just because I can. We're looking for one more sports piece. Alright. I guess Hendel. He's all I got. Dang it. Okay. I have no one. Well, I can put Yelena on it. I'm gonna do it. I don't want to waste time to, focus on the obituary. Okay, here's our other stats one. So why don't we go... no, I need to save Harriet, don't I? Let's put Henrietta on that. It's gonna take her a while, but that will be ready. I'm not worried about it. Oh. I did forget. One thing I want to do... I'm gonna... at this point in the week... Yeah, we can do this. This will only take a minute. We're going to just move reporter desks up here. Like, my mouse is being weird, y'all. Why is it doing that? Why does it keep doing that, y'all? My mouse is like dying or something. Was that politics? Here's that way. wonder if I had anything else there as a buff for whoever was at that desk. Oh, it has the stuff on the desk. So, one more desk to come up here. Bring the sports stuff. Bring the trash can. And then, do I need this? I need the wanted poster, which means I took it away from this person down here, so I got to put another one out. Now, oh, I was already where I needed to be. I want an assembly table. Just one for now will work. And then I want a Metal Slug trolley to give them a boost. And now I just need to hire somebody who can do assembling. We're going to hire Chris. Even though he's not very good, it just gives us a little bit more capacity to handle that. Alright. Let's continue onward. We're going to go Dawn there. That unlocks the last piece, but I don't have anyone available to get after it. Except Adam. Alright, so that's that one. It's done. This one, we're waiting. This one is done. That one, we're waiting. That one, we're waiting. And let me actually go back here. Yeah, we need to prioritize... It's still not even Tuesday. I think we're okay there. We're done there. We're waiting there. We're done there. Now here, we're waiting, and then I need Harriet. So, she'll be available when it's ready, which is nice. Emilio, and I'm going to go ahead and just say prioritize. And then here's where we send Harriet. Boom. That unlocks the last piece whenever she's done with that. So, we're getting it. So here's the other stats piece. Let's put Earl on that. Nils on that. We'll be through with that pretty quickly. Although, I should kind of switch them, huh? It's okay. We have plenty of time. It will be ready. Yeah, I think my mouse is starting to die. Let's do... This story doesn't matter too much. I'm going to put Frederick on it. And lots of research being done right now. Politics. King George calls for stronger aid defenses. We're gonna do Peter, I guess. That's gonna take a while for us to research all of that. Kind of a bummer, but... Baron de Clifford acquitted in final peer trial. Let's go Boris to finish off that story. We still have 17 stories coming this week, y'all. Yikes. Let's go... I'm gonna put Tatiana on it. I don't know that I need her for other stuff right now, for her skill. So, Nils will do that, get it done quickly, and that's another stats story. Which would be insurance in case I don't get another one ready. And here's another one. So, actually, let's go Dawn and Eric. Another stats one. I need somebody with luck. Harriet. Lawsuit dodged. Edward can go there. Let's just look at stuff real quick. Okay, that one's done. Waiting. Done. Waiting. Done. Waiting. Wait, that was that one. And done. Okay. Alright. Let's do... I don't have anybody with luck to dodge the lawsuit. So... Earl got lucky last time. And he did it again. My dude. Yeah, Earl. Alright. I don't have anybody that will unlock this. I gotta just do this one leg at a time. So that story is gonna take a while. Plain and simple. Pretty good crime story here with a chance of infiltration, so that's not ideal, but hopefully we get lucky there. Because it is a good looking story. Why don't we send Sergey out and just take the society angle on that story. Emilio will go back out and do another photograph for us. Get that one working and ready for next week's paper. All right. Peter, how about you? There we go. We haven't really seen a dip in European access, I feel like. So I gotta wait for somebody who's lucky to do that story. I'm going to skip that one. We'll send Dawn. It'll be 3 bronze tags, and he'll unlock this one. So I can put Frederick on that and finish it off. This is the one I need. Here we go. Harriet. And another stinking spy. You gotta be kidding me. 2 weeks in a row, man. Let's go the triumphant route here. Put Tatiana on it. Not gonna do that. I'll do this with Earl. Two more stories. We'll go Myrtle and Boris. We should have another European story or two pop up, right? There we go. Is Ernest back from his training yet? Would they have told me that? Oh, I guess I need to buy a ticket over there first. And then we'll put Adam and Sergey. Another stats piece that I'll do this bribe. It's not going to be super expensive. 150? Will that do it? No, 160? 170 will do it. Alright. So who are we actually going to put on this story here? Nils. Take him 8 hours. Society piece. Let's do Peter. Crime. I need somebody with luck. I don't know that I mean, I could wait for Harriet, I guess. Because I don't have that many other stories coming in anyway. Yep, got lucky there. In fact, I don't have any more stories coming in, so last piece here, we're gonna do Earl. It feels like my reporters have capped out at level 5, which if that's the case, if that's like the max they can get, let me look at the staff board. I don't have anybody that has 6 anything, do I? So I'm assuming that's the max, and then the only way you can get higher is through buffs. Because nobody has gone beyond 5. That kind of answers that question for me. Look at all the trash. Maybe I move this over here into the middle. There's trash there. I don't like this. Put that there. Oh, there's trash down here too. I have one trash can here. Let's move it there, and let's put another one there, I guess. Let's move this stupid candelabra. I don't really need it. Why is it like disappearing when I try to move it close to that desk? Just pop it right there for now, and then I'm gonna put another trash can here. I need a trash can here. These things apparently generate more trash than the regular typesetting desks. So, okay. We are totally good here. Like, that one's done, and there's nothing else there. So we can just zip through. Now, we got the scoop, and we have 8 stats stories. Now, some of them are going to be old news. Some of them might be compromised, but we have a ton to pick from. All right, our best story. Oof. I don't really see one that stands out. So many bad tags. Sloppy, compromised. Like, what the heck is going on, guys? There's just going to be a bunch of negative tags. It's that simple. So we might as well try and get a... Oh, that one's not done. Dang it, that was stats too. Economy and stats. Economy and stats. And no negative tags. How about that? We are out here where we want to be. So everything there moved us to the left. Let's go left again. So that's politics, triumph, unveiling. I don't think I'm going to have anything combo with that. So let's just do something with politics. And then there's the one with statement and politics that we can combo there. All right, let's try and go back to the right here. How about... Ooh. Don't really have a good one. How about that one? So European and Insider. That one's not ready. Just drop that in there. It's got a bunch of positive tags at least, so that's pretty good, I suppose. How about Society Dirt? What do I got there? Economy, politics, unrest. Do I have any Yep, here we go. Alright, I gotta get the scoop in here. So let's drop it right there for now. Now we're looking for Society, European, Revealing, Hopeful. Here's Revealing, but it's not ready. Of course. European right here, and it doesn't move us, which I think I kind of want, because I'm going to end up moving left as we get deeper here. So, Scandal, Crime, European... Revealing. Whole lot of nothing. Man, this is junk. Let's just go like this. We'll get a couple combos out of that. Alright, this one I think is our best remaining story. And wasn't there, yeah, here's another one with the gold tag combo, so that is helpful. So let's do this one. We'll get a couple of combos there. Do I have anything else that moves us to the right that's like a good story? Let's sort by readiness. I'll come up here. This one moves to the right. I think we might need to do that. It's the best story we have available that moves us to the right. Even though it's only 2 tags. But that helps solve that problem. Let's just make this the sports page. Sports stats. I get more for those, don't I? Well, I got 4. I don't really need that one. Actually, let's do that one. It's a better story. So we're going to end up getting the training. We got the scoop. And we made the mayor happy. I need to get paper loaded, but everything else is hunky-dory here, right? I think so. So let's go... Hang on, I'm fighting a sneeze here. So let's go grab the paper. Alright. Sneeze complete. How many did I have? I think it was like 1,500 that I need. Around 750,000 papers that we'll sell, which is pretty darn good. So, in general, we want to be over 700,000 each month now. Which, for the most part, we're almost always going to do going forward. 6 full papers is usually going to land us in that neighborhood. So let's go ahead and print. We're going to have a bunch of old news. We're going to have a bunch that is compromised. So that's frustrating. That's a seriously high quality story right there, or paper. 36. 22,500 in revenue. Pretty solid. We locked her out of Wayne, and she's only got 1 district left. So that is seriously noteworthy. We unlock another training here. What do we got? What do we got? Line worker? I'm not sure what that is, but we'll look at it in a moment. And then we've got another opportunity to get training next week. So after expenses, we'll be sitting at 32,000 in the bank. And we started this episode with like 7,000, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, one more neighborhood where she is, so we're going to go there. And then, what's the mayor one? An informational paper. And for every European tag we print, we get 4. We'll just say yes, because there's no harm if we don't get that done. So let's go ahead and save. And this is where we will wrap the episode. I'll need to try and remember to look at the training to start the next episode, but this was a pretty good one. Still have some hiccups in the photo assembly process, and it's mainly because this knucklehead takes the picture down to somewhere else instead of right there. So anyway, all in all, pretty happy with how things are going, and we are really close to completely eliminating Carmen Sandiego. So if you haven't done so already, please be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, and we will see y'all next time.
Good evening, friends and neighbors. Or shall I say this afternoon?